Now this question looks long, but you just need to look for the information. It's pretty simple. Calculate the percentage uncertainty. Mass of oxalic acid. Let's look for the mass. So here is the mass of oxalic acid that was dissolved. So 1 point plus minus 0.001. So then the percentage uncertainty would be divided by 1 point. So that gives you 0.065%. I'm keeping the calculator values because I'm going to need them in the last question. But because I'm being asked this answer, I'm going to give that to 1SF. Okay, so I'm rounding it up and I'm specifying that this is to 1SF. Okay, so 0.07 here. Then the second part, you will need to find the uncertainty in the solution of the volumetric flask. Let's look at the solution in the volumetric flask. So here is the solution in the volumetric flask. So 250 plus minus 0.5. So then the percentage uncertainty in volume, that's 0.05. So 0.5, 250 times 100, that gives me 0.2%. Then the next one is the volume in the pipette, and the solution was pipetted. So that's the pipette. Okay, so 25 plus minus 0.04. So percentage uncertainty in pipette volume, 25 times 100, that gives me 0.2% again. Okay, and the molarity of sodium hydroxide, so molarity, so that's the volume. So here that's the volume, this is volume, and molarity is here, sodium hydroxide. So that's 0.1 plus minus 0.001. So percentage uncertainty in molarity is going to be 0.001 times 100, that gives me 1%. Okay, and then the volume of sodium hydroxide solution used. So for sodium hydroxide, I used 24.9. So then percentage in volume of NaOH, so it's 24.90 plus minus 0.08. So that's divided by 24.9 times 100. That gives me 0.321. So round it up to 1SF, 0.3%. Then for the last part, it is the percentage uncertainty for this experiment. So I'm going to add everything. Now this question, this is actually what you will need to be doing in your IA. You will need to record the uncertainty in all the equipment, in any solution you're preparing. Anything that you're using, you will need to know its uncertainty, its corresponding percentage uncertainty. This is how you're going to find the percentage uncertainty in your experiment. Okay, so by doing this kind of calculation, so this is an example of how you're going to apply uncertainty in your IA. So I'm going to add everything, but now I'm going to use calculator values. I'm going to use original values because after using all the original values, then I'm going to round it up, because if I already use rounded up values, I might end up with something that's not what is being asked. So when I add all of the original values, I should end up with 1.75%. And when I round it up to 1SF, so that's 2%, 1SF. Okay?